Thank you, Travis. Good evening and welcome to tonight's regional news. We now start our newscast with a story from Trinidad and Tobago. 7 months after the revelation of the first positive COVID-19 case in Trinidad and Tobago, the deadly pandemic has contributed to the closure of a major entertainment center in Chaguanas. Business magnate and Movie Town founder Derek Chin issued a statement on Sunday indicating that after a decade in operation, the Movie Town Chaguanas branch will be permanently closed. Movie Town Chaguana has 8 cinemas, 1,800 cinema seats, and employs 75 people, according to the company's website. Chin said the decision to mothball the movie town in Chaguanas stems from the COVID-19 pandemic as well as difficulty with the landlord's terms. Chin cited that the uncertainty surrounding the government's COVID-19 measures was also a factor. However, Movie Town's other locations in Port of Spain, C3 Center in San Fernando, and in Tobago will reopen when the restrictions are relaxed. Additionally, some 70 bars and a number of small stores have permanently closed since the onset of the pandemic, the Barkeepers and Operators Association said last week. And now for news from Jamaica. More than 700 people have been murdered across Jamaica since the dreaded respiratory ailment reached local soil. The staggering death toll comes despite a range of stringent COVID-19 containment measures that have restricted the movement of citizens. A total of 268 murders were recorded between January 1 and March 10 this year, when Jamaica confirmed its first case of the virus. Since then, there have been 709 reported killings, pushing the year-to-date total to 977 up to last weekend, according to statistics. Nationally, murders are down by 1.7% when compared with the corresponding period last year, but this was of little comfort to some business leaders. Beau Rigby, commanding officer of the St. Catherine North Police, could not confirm the figure, but said gangsters are fighting for dominance of lucrative turf in the old capital were contributing to the killings. Other causative factors, he said, were domestic disputes and street-level crimes committed by armed thugs. A well-known and influential Jamaican in Britain, Paulette Simpson, is to be made Commander of the Order of the British Empire, CBE. Simpson, who is Deputy Chair of the Windrush Commemoration Committee in the United Kingdom, is being honoured for services to the Caribbean community in the UK by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II this year in her birthday honours. She will be honoured along with 1,494 people this year, receiving the Queen's honour, some 96 of whom will be conferred with the Order of CBE. CBE is the highest-ranking order of the British Empire Award, followed by the Officer of the Order of the British Empire and then Member of the Order of the British Empire. Simpson is the Deputy Managing Director of JN Bank in the United Kingdom, Britain's first Caribbean-owned bank, which was launched last Thursday in London. She is also Executive Corporate Affairs and Public Policy in the UK for the Jamaican National Group, which owns JN Bank, and Executive Director of The Voice, Britain's only black national newspaper. She has been described as a major player in bridging and maintaining Jamaica's connection with its diaspora in the UK. And finally, news from Barbados. Barbados has placed Canada in the high-risk category in a new set of COVID-19 travel protocols which will go into effect on October 16. Canada has recently been recording a steep rise in coronavirus cases, with Ontario recording 809 new cases and Quebec 1,097 on Sunday. Canadians have been advised to avoid all non-essential travel out of their country. Meanwhile, people traveling to Barbados from high-risk countries are required to have a PCR test done within 3 days before arrival and must present a negative test result. They will be retested 2 or 3 days after arrival. However, if that negative test result was not received in time for the trip, the visitor can have the test done on arrival in Barbados and must remain in quarantine until the negative test result is received. That was all for tonight's regional news. Thank you for joining. Back to you, Travis.